Hey guys, so a new LF character is getting a Zenkai Awakening this week, it looks like, this reset. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. A new Zenkai Awakening is coming soon. A certain Legends Limited character is finally getting a Zenkai Awakening, but who could it be? Leave your predictions in the comments. Can you guys guess who every single person is predicting? I wonder who every single comment is asking for to get a Zenkai Awakening. I don't know. I don't think they would just give I'm not gonna say I don't think. I'm just going to say they will not. They will not simply give LF Gogeta Blue a Zenkai during a random month that is not Anniversary or Legends Fest. At this point, they know, okay? They know he is by far, I would actually even say, I'm actually going to be pretty curious to see how this ends up happening. I am fairly confident that Gogeta Blue Zenkai will probably perform better view-wise for me on YouTube than like a new Ultra UI Goku or something. I think he is probably at this point the single most wanted thing in the game. More than any summonable character is just that LF Gogeta Blue Zenkai. I've never seen every single post. People are just... It's basically like, if you guys remember back to when the Broly movie first dropped and they didn't give us Gogeta Blue for the Broly movie. It's kind of like the original meme of Gogeta Blue not coming to Legends for forever. Because it took them multiple years to release Gogeta Blue, right, in the game. Since the Broly movie dropped, and it kind of just feels reminiscent of that time where everyone was like, okay, like when is Gogeta Blue dropping? And the Zenkai for the LF Gogeta Blue kind of does feel that way. I mean, I understand. I don't really get why they're waiting so long for it. I honestly think they should have just dropped it when Ultra Gogeta Blue dropped, but sure, we have come this far. We can wait a little bit more. This is not Gogeta Blue. No, it's not. We know who this is. I know who this is. I'm about to tell you guys. There was a hint dropped through the free-to-play character of this month, which is Super Saiyan 3 Goku. This hint is teasing this character's Zenkai. It is Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta from last year. This is actually a pre-5th anniversary character. Not super old, right? Is this the newest LF Zenkai character that we have? Let me actually just check that. I believe so. This is probably the most recent LF Zenkai. Who is the most recent LF Zenkai besides them? Super Saiyan 3. This is a 4th anniversary character. Anything after the 4th anniversary? I don't think so. So we're really making a pretty big jump here, right? This Super Saiyan 3 Goku Dragon Fist is the most recent LF Zenkai right now. We're almost making a full year jump. Right, to get to well, actually, was Jiren after? No. When did Jiren drop? I actually don't remember if no, sorry, Jiren was before the 4th anniversary. I remember because people were looking at his art and were like, oh, UI Goku's coming soon. No, I think Jiren was February of that year, and then the 4th. Yeah, so this Dragon Fist actually, I think, is the most recent LF Zenkai character. And then, of course, Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta were like the big release before the end. It was them and Ultra Kid Buu were the Majin Buu Saga campaign prior to the 4th anniversary. Sorry, prior to the 5th anniversary. So we're only talking like a year and a half, which is not that crazy, but yeah, it is still fairly recent, I would say. The reason, by the way, why we know this is going to be them, let me see if I could actually pull up. So take note of the blue lightning on there. I don't know if we'll be able to see this too great, but this blue lightning on the screen right now, I'm showing their card art, is literally the same as what we see in the hint. It's the same thing. And I think we probably will be able to pull it up here, actually. Let me see. Can I find where... yeah, this. I could pull this up on like a new tab or something. All right, so this is this. Obviously, it's a bit of a different color here, but like these patterns is they actually match up 1-to-1 with the hint. So it is this character. I don't know if that's good or bad. The funny thing about this is I was actually talking with Ryuden about this yesterday. We were like, okay, what could we possibly get this month? Because they just teased the Daima Goku. I thought that the free-to-play Super Saiyan 3 Goku could represent one of two things. The first one being just simply a Majin Buu Saga celebration, or it could potentially be a sign that we're about to head into Daima, because Daima takes place after the Buu Saga. But if we're going to get a Zenkai for the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, it definitely does feel like this is going to be more centered around like a full-blown Majin Buu Saga campaign. We have the co-op equipment, which is also for Buu Saga. Co-op, by the way, does actually last for, I think, 3 weeks this time. So it does really look like we're about to jump into like another Majin Buu Saga stuff. I don't really know what their obsession is with Buu Saga. We had a Buu Saga campaign for this character originally. This was, wait, I can't have to go back now. Let me go back. Can I pull them back up? For, let's type 3, should come up, yeah. This character was part of the first ever episode campaign. It was March/April of 2023. 2023 was the first ever episode campaign. Then we kind of had, I mean, I would say that part 2 of the 6th anniversary was in itself a mini Majin Buu Saga campaign, sparking Evil Buu, LF Ultimate Gohan, the Zenkai for LF Kid Buu. We got insane equipment. Like it was crazy. What they did for the Majin Buu Saga during part 2 of the 6th anniversary is better than what they've done for most episode campaigns for those teams throughout most of the months they've had episode campaigns. So we've essentially, this is basically going to be our third Buu Saga campaign in a year and a half, which is a little strange, but it is the biggest saga, obviously, besides movies. But yeah, looks like this character's going to get a Zenkai Awakening. So I would say that as of right now, they are 0 for 2 with this character. And what I mean by 0 for 2 is they failed with their initial release, and then they failed with their unique equipment. So are they going to go 0 for 3? Are they also going to now fail with their Zenkai Awakening? Like, I don't know. If we take a look, by the way, this is also something that we talked about yesterday. We're like, because I remember again, I was talking with Ryuden about this, and we're like, oh, if they do a Buu Saga celebration, what could they do? And I'm like, oh, you know what would be really cool? If they just dropped an Ultra Majin Vegeta. That was one of my predictions for the in-between Anniversary and Legends Fest slot for Ultra characters. I thought Majin Vegeta and Perfect Cell were 2 really solid Ultra candidates to drop in between the Anniversary and Legends Fest. We ended up getting Turles, which was certainly not on my list, but I think it is at least possible they could do one more Ultra before Legends Fest. It would be kind of tight, though, because Legends Fest is like a month and a half away from now. But remember, we did get one less Ultra than we typically do at the beginning of this year, so maybe they were just holding off for now. But something else I said, too, and I was just like, what if they just Zenkai'd the Buu Bros? It looks like that's what they're doing here. Let me go by LFs only. And this is also a comment I made to Ryuden when I was talking to him. I'm like, what characters did they actually ever go 0 for 3 for? There's only one that is very obvious that comes to mind, and there's one that could kind of be argued a little bit. So let's just sort of give an example here. LF Broly. This guy certainly did not go 0 for 3. His initial release, he was crazy good. This guy was really, you could have argued he was like close to #1 in the game when this guy dropped. He was really, really good. So that was really good for this Broly. He got a mediocre unique equipment. I would say that they kind of failed on the unique equipment. Zenkai, I wouldn't really say they failed on his Zenkai. They kind of were in a weird spot with designing this guy's Zenkai because they do one thing too much and things could have blown up completely out of control with this character. Just due to the way he was designed, due to the fact that he had a unique equipment, due to the fact that he also has that Broly equipment that gives him damage. I wouldn't say they failed with the Zenkai. So I'd kind of give him like a 1.5 out of 3 rating in terms of how they handled his release, the unique equipment, and then the Zenkai Awakening. Zamasu, again, I would say very solid release, terrible unique equipment, incredible Zenkais. This guy has a 2 out of 3 in terms of how they handled him. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. They failed upon his initial release, but they did a good job with his unique equipment, and then they did a good job with his Zenkai. So 2 out of 3 for this guy. The one character I could kind of go back and forth on is Majin Vegeta. Majin Vegeta's initial release is the one where I'm not really too sure about. I would say his initial release was okay. He was a good color, right? Blue was a really good color for when this guy dropped because LF Zenkai Gohan was the character that you wanted to beat. But it just didn't feel like he had a very good spot to be ran on because you would just run this guy if you wanted a blue character most of the time. And his unique equipment was terrible, and his Zenkai was kind of just mediocre. So, I mean, you could make the argument this guy was 0 for 3, but if you want to talk about a true 0 for 3 character, we're talking about Bardock. This is the true 0 for 3 character. His initial release, he was kind of bad. Right, he was just not good at all on release. His unique equipment didn't do anything, and then his Zenkai basically made him a very good bench character, but you weren't using this guy. So this to me is really the only true 1 for 3 character we've ever seen so far. Dragon Fist, I would say his initial release was very good, so there's no way in hell I'm gonna put him at 0 for 3, right? I don't think his unique equipment was very good or good enough, so I'd probably just make that a 0. And then his Zenkai Awakening, again, probably not as good as it should have been, but it wasn't like Bardock Zenkai Awakening. It wasn't like Full Power Frieza's Zenkai Awakening. So, I mean, we are primed and ready. This guy potentially could be our second ever 0 for 3 character we've seen. Hopefully not. I think they know that this character is, I mean, they're such a cool unit. Their animations are really good. They have the first ever sort of like preparation mode mechanic. I'm rooting for this character. I am. Even though I'm not really a big fan of the Buu Saga team right now, I definitely do want this character to do pretty well. But yeah, it definitely does look like that because this character is getting a Zenkai, we could be moving into a Majin Buu Saga celebration. Maybe it's not going to be a full-blown thing. Maybe it's just going to only last a few weeks here, but we could see some cool stuff here from the Buu Saga. Maybe a new LF Buu, right? The only LF Buu in the entire game that we have is Kid Buu, is it not? This is the only LF Buu in the entire game. LF Kid Buu. We have no Buuhan, no Super Buu, no Fat Buu. I mean, it's insane. We've gone 6.5 years, and our only LF Buu is Kid Buu. I think an LF Buuhan could be pretty cool right now. You know what they could do is they could Zenkai, or sorry, they could give us an LF Buuhan or an LF Super Buu that maybe transforms into Buuhan, and then they could finally Zenkai the yellow transforming Vegeta, the yellow Vegeta who transforms into Super Vegeta. Maybe that's what they were saving him for, because I really thought they were going to Zenkai him during the anniversary, but they, for some reason, held off on it. Maybe now is when they're going to do it. Again, Ultra Majin Vegeta is one of the top characters that I actually do want to see as well. So this could be interesting. We also do have the Daima Goku coming out soon. I'm not sure if it's going to be Wednesday during normal reset time or Friday potentially to coincide with the release of the first episode of Daima. But does appear as though the tag LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta are getting a Zenkai Awakening, and it does look like because of that we are going to be heading into some sort of Majin Buu Saga celebration here. So let me know what you guys think down below. I will do my best to cover this during the Sparking Zero hype, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.